Well, today what I noticed is coming in really, really high frequency. And I'm feeling it in my face right through here. I'm physically feeling it, just like tightening. Very odd feeling. So it's not just hearing that, it's also a physical feeling. Coming in. Now I'm driving across out here. Nobody's out here. I passed one truck coming the other way. It's called Lake Valley, but there's not one iota of a drop of water anywhere out here. I don't. But they must have water under there somewhere, because it is actually pretty green on this other side over here. Either that or they've just had rain. I don't know which it is. Put that out there. You know, again, if you're sensitive to energies and stuff, very, very, very high frequency. This morning started coming in about half an hour or so ago. So we're in the midst of another push, you know, coming in. Well, it is becoming more green as I'm going, which is nice, because, I mean, it was just brown, brown, brown out here. Place in sight for over 200 miles. So if I want coffee, I'm gonna have to pull over and make it myself, which is okay. I've got coffee, I've got instant, and I've got regular. I can make it hot or I can make it cold. I do love my cold coffee, though, I do have to say. It's so quick and easy to make. But I might make my regular brew this morning, and for that I use the AeroPress. They're great if you're doing car life. They're easy to use. They always make a great cup of coffee, and the most simple thing I found to clean and to take with you. And I've tried everything, you know, all sorts of different things, but the AeroPress is absolutely the best. Now, I had somebody on there again today. I deleted their comment. They go, oh, just move on from her death. Just move on from what? Are we not on your timetable? Okay. So, you know, I just don't get people get their, you know, shorts in a twist about something. You know, we're not always going to be on your desires, your timetables, your whims. And that's the way it is. So why are you so upset upset because that was being talked about. Might want to look at that. Why that made you so upset that you had to post on there. Move on. I don't want to hear about it. Well, then don't watch those videos. It's that simple. If there's something that I'm talking about you don't want to hear, don't watch it. How simple is that? People don't have to watch everything that's on here. Okay? There may be some things you're interested in and some things you're not. That's okay. But don't try to dictate what I'm going to talk about, how long I'm going to talk about it, etc. Because if I feel like I'm going to talk about something, I'm going to talk about it. It's that simple. Okay? And it's not always going to be on your timetable and your whims and what you want to hear when you want to hear it. So that's where that's at. It's amazing. But anyway, again, the higher things are coming in now, so don't be surprised if you're here or you even feel it physically, because there is a very high energy coming in today. And like I said, it's very weird, but I'm feeling it in my face. Like almost like a numbness, like very odd, and like it was a tightening here, tightening and numbness, well, that's very odd. But sometimes, when these influx things come in, you can feel it physically. Today, what I caught on the net is just, one after another, of Trump and his regime and drama, just trying to run roughshod over the rules, regulations, etc., foundations of this country, and he's going to continue to try to do that. Just ignore it like it doesn't have consequences, or well, I'll deal with it later. Well, those consequences are coming. Okay, and they pushed it as far as they can, and they've gone too far. So this is to their own undoing. So you just watch it crumble. I'm not, again, like the things going on, with other drama. I'm not getting sucked into it. Just not. I see it's crumbling. I don't need to watch every video, every blow-by-blow drama happening with it. They're on their way out. They're crumbling. I see them scuffling and scurrying. It's like, why am I seeing like ice and rats on ice and they can't get a good foothold? See, they're going like on the ice. Rats on ice. That's an odd thing to come in out here in the desert and I'm seeing rats on ice. Just comes through real quick, some of those things. Wow, a car. There's a car there and a car back here. Wow, 2 cars. So anyway, yeah, you might want to tune out of some of the stuff. Take a day off or take a few hours off if you really have been enmeshed in this and it really gets you off kilter. Know that things are going to regulate. It's going to take some time, but it's happening. Okay, it's happening. And things are coming into alignment. So they're in their last hurrah. They're going to be screaming as loud as they can and trying to create some other sort of a diversion and drama. And the more he's going down, the more he boomerangs the other way. So if you tune in, you hear what he says, know that whatever is coming out of his mouth is the exact opposite of what's taking place. I mean, he's in a mirror image of things. A fantasy. 100% fantasy. So he's going to keep doing his blowhard thing about how fabulous he is, how wonderful the country is, that he's, Iran's done and he's, the top brouhaha and nonsense that he's got going on. He's not. His health is getting worse day by day. He's got something going on in the left hemisphere of his brain as well. Something else is taking place there. And he does have circulatory issues. Okay. Heart stroke, that type of thing. Heart or stroke is he's on the edge. But yeah, behind the scenes he is just they're pumping him full of drugs. They've got him on a big regime of drugs and stuff. And so he's becoming more toxic and delusional. It's a buildup going on in his brain as well. Just, it's not good. Okay? It's not good. And as you see, more and more people are leaving. Especially those that are real close around him. They see his delusion and they know things are crumbling, and some of them are smart enough to exit while they can. the opposite. He's on the other side of the yin yang today. Before it was in the light, there was a little shadow there, so everything he got was coming his way. Now he's in the shadow side. There's one little seed of light that he keeps holding to, hoping but against hope, but he's fully enmeshed in the shadow side. So yeah, things are changing. And it's just going to be an absolute blue tsunami coming up in the midterms. And at that point, nothing's going to fly. I'm just wondering how much longer it's going to be before they finally admit that Mitch McConnell is done and he's out. How long are they going to draw this out? Crazy. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. But I'm just going to keep going down the road. And like I said, I'm taking all these roads less traveled. I'm not in a big rush. And we get there when we get there. That's all. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I do appreciate your support. Thank you for those that have sent donations. I really do appreciate it. Always surprised and happy when that takes place. It just lets me know that you're getting something from the channel. So that's always, always good to see. Rolled that thing. He kind of went off and it dropped there and that thing was leaning. It's a good thing he didn't go over because he almost did. He was really leaning. I don't know why he thought he could pull off there. Because it's a steep thing. It's not a flat area. And he almost had that thing roll. Crazy. Well, I'm getting into where we've got a little bit of greenery coming up now. We've got a few, it was all scrub brush out there. But now we've got a few little trees, a little, over at this rest area and make my coffee. So we got a nice pull off over here. So good thing for me. I'm going to pull off over here and just make my coffee this morning. Yep. Here we go. The minute I slow down,
right.
They're up.
Turn left.
So I'm just going to pick
Bear
a little
left,
place
then
over
take the
here.
first right onto US 93.
Here we go. Good spot. Stop here. And I'm going to scuttle in the back and make some coffee.